Welcome to LittleNeuron, your personal parenting guide for one-stop solution for every parenting need. Educating your child about good touch and bad touch. Child abuses, kidnapping, etc. are very common nowadays. Whenever we come across such news, we worry about children. It's very important to teach about good and bad touches to help them face unforeseen challenges. Teaching your kid about good and bad touches is important. You may think that your kid is too young to understand good and bad touch, but she is not. You can get creative and teach them with ease. Why is it important to educate your child about touch? An unwanted touch can appear in any form. It never matters if the touch seems fine to you. It only matters if your child is comfortable with it or not. Kids easily trust the adults around them and extend friendships with strangers without any doubt. So the parents must teach their children about self-preservation. Teaching your child about the good touch. Show your children real-life situations, including good touches like kisses and hugs by you and your spouse. For example, when they hug their friends or hold their hands while playing. Teach your kid that her body belongs to only herself and it's her choice to deny anyone else, including yourself, from touching her. Teaching your child about the bad touch. It doesn't matter if the touch happens with clothes on, it still is bad. Make sure your kid knows how to call someone if she finds herself in an uncomfortable situation. Teach your kid about the touches and categorize them, like being patted on the head or back might be acceptable, but being fondled in private regions such as the buttocks, chest, and genitals is unacceptable. What should parents watch out for? The key is to notice any strange behavior from either your kid or the adult in question. Abused children exhibit noticeable signs of distress in the presence of their abuser. Making your child aware of child abuse. Explain to your kid that certain regions of her body are private and elaborate on how these spaces are delicate and must be protected from intrusion. Teach your kid to say no to strangers who offer treats or rides and shout or fight back if any adult infringes on her personal space. And the most important thing is to tell her that you won't punish or scold her for doing so, as she has done nothing wrong. Tips for educating toddlers about good touch and bad touch. Don't be shy. These kinds of topics must be sensitive to explore, so you should explain them to her in an engaging way with examples she will be familiar with. Informal approach. While explaining good or bad touches to your kid, don't get too formal. She would not be comfortable being interrogated, so use a gentle voice. Swimsuit rule. Tell your kid that her body parts covered by a swimming outfit should not be touched or seen by anyone except her. Try role-playing. Visual narratives are always better than basic explanations. Kids can easily understand if you show them things. Play games with her where she can practice shouting for help or saying no if someone bothers her. Stick to the terminology. Use appropriate terminology for private body parts to make these parts feel important. Don't use slang. Allow your child to back off. Sometimes kids don't feel like being touched in any form. Let them walk away from any physical encounters if they want to. Teach your child to trust herself. Tell your kid that if she refuses affection from anyone, then she should not feel guilty. Her physical space, feelings, and decisions are paramount. Talk about safe touch. Examinations by doctors, receiving injections, and medical treatments might upset the kid, but she should know that these actions are necessary to safeguard her health.